Welcome to Shadow to Light Stories, where every story comes alive.
It was a quiet morning at home. Daniel brewed coffee and poured a cup. Emma sat quietly, hugging her small doll. Daniel glanced at a picture of Anna. He smiled sadly, remembering her gentle voice. Emma's eyes were still full of sorrow. Breakfast was simple, but made with love. Emma played silently, occasionally glancing at Daniel. Daniel stirred eggs and hummed a soft tune. He always tried to hide his tired eyes. Emma spoke softly. "Daddy, I miss Mommy today." Daniel knelt down, hugging her tightly and gently. "I miss Mommy too, my little star." They shared a quiet moment, holding hands silently.
New neighbors came to Daniel's building quietly. Grace lived with her old father nearby. She worked as a teacher in a school. Her life was simple, full of struggle daily. Daniel saw her often in the apartment hallway. She always smiled politely, carrying books and groceries. Her kindness and calm voice felt comforting to him. One evening, Grace helped Daniel with fallen bags. They talked shortly, and a soft bond started. Daniel learned Grace taught children with care and patience. He admired her strength despite her poor condition. Daniel thought she could help Emma in studies. He offered her to teach Emma at home. Grace agreed humbly, happy for some extra income. Daniel felt peace seeing her gentle presence around.
Daniel invited Grace to his home one evening. He explained gently about his daughter's deep grief. Emma was small, angry and protective of him. Grace listened carefully, nodding with quiet understanding. Daniel said, "Emma may resist. She fears change." Grace replied softly, "I will be patient, always." Daniel felt hope bloom, knowing Grace was kind. They agreed to let Emma meet Grace slowly. No force, no rush, only gentle presence allowed. Emma's reaction could be hard, Daniel warned softly. Grace nodded, promising she would not push at all.
Grace arrived quietly at Daniel's home the next day. Emma noticed her immediately and frowned suspiciously. "Who is this woman, Daddy?" Emma asked carefully. Daniel said softly, "Her name is Grace, dear." Emma crossed arms and shook her small head. "I don't like her," Emma said firmly. Grace knelt down and smiled kindly at her. She softly said, "I will be your teacher." Emma looked away, refusing to speak another word. Daniel sighed, kneeling next to Emma quietly. "She is only here to help, my star." Emma whispered, "She can never replace Mommy." Grace stayed calm, smiling gently and quietly.
Grace helped Daniel clean and cook meals daily. Emma watched secretly, curiosity mixed with resistance constantly. Grace laughed softly at small kitchen mishaps politely. Emma wanted to peek but quickly turned away. Daniel noticed Emma's secret glances and smiled gently. Grace read books aloud, her voice soft and warm. Emma hid behind the couch, listening quietly and carefully. Small acts of care started to touch Emma slowly. Daniel encouraged, "Emma, you can notice kindness safely." Emma reluctantly smiled, still unsure about her feelings. Grace never forced affection, only offered warmth and patience.
One evening, Emma stormed into the living room angrily. "I don't want Grace here! Never, never!" Daniel knelt, holding her small hands gently. "Emma, she is not Mommy, only a friend." Emma shook her head. "I will never accept her." Daniel whispered, "I know it is hard, darling. You can keep Mommy in your heart always. But Grace can help us, not replace her." Emma crossed arms, resisting, tears filling small eyes. Grace stayed quietly, showing respect for Emma's feelings. Daniel hugged Emma tightly, whispering softly, "Patience, my star."
Emma fell ill with a sudden high fever. Daniel panicked, calling a doctor in urgency.
Grace stayed beside her quietly, offering warm towels. She whispered softly, "You are brave, little one." Emma looked at her, her small lips trembling. Daniel noticed Emma did not push Grace away now. For the first time, Emma let her touch hand. Grace smiled gently, quietly, eyes filled with kindness. Daniel felt hope grow slowly in his chest. Emma murmured softly, "Thank you. I feel safe."
Emma began helping Grace set the table. She laughed softly when Grace made a small mistake. Grace showed patience, letting Emma try on her own. Emma secretly admired Grace's gentle and caring ways. Daniel watched quietly, smiling at their small interactions. Evenings became full of small stories and laughter. Emma still missed Mommy, but curiosity softened her heart. Grace never pushed, only waited with quiet warmth. Emma began holding Grace's hand during bedtime slowly. Daniel felt pride, seeing small trust finally form.
One night, Daniel held Emma close, tightly. "Emma, hearts are big enough for many loves. You can love Mommy and still love Grace." Emma looked up, teary-eyed, trying to understand softly. Daniel whispered gently, "Love does not replace, my star. It only grows stronger when shared with kindness." Emma nodded slowly, feeling hope bloom in heart. Daniel kissed her head, whispering, "I am proud." She finally smiled, small but genuine and warm.
Emma hugged Grace softly, tears falling slowly down. Grace whispered gently, "I will never replace Mommy." Emma nodded, feeling peace enter her small heart. Daniel held both their hands, smiling warmly. The rain outside washed streets clean and shiny. Inside, hearts healed, love grew, and hope lingered. Emma finally called Grace, "I love you, Mom." Grace hugged both tightly, warmth filling their home. Daniel whispered softly, "Our family is whole again now." The past pain remained, but love conquered all. They sat quietly, watching the sun shine warmly. The little family finally found joy and peace.